So what the fuck? All right, so you got the Wii.
So I got the Wii, and I brought it home, and I brought I bought all the accessories, like the pack to travel with it, and like extra cases and remotes, and and it comes with like the one thing, and I bought a couple other games, and I never played it. I never ever played it. I played it I literally hooked it up twice. I played it twice maybe, and I was about a year in. Right. I had about a year. And I was like, I never played this effing thing. And my nieces came over one night, and I hooked it up, and I throw it in. I only had like 3 games.
Right.
And I throw in the game it comes with, and it's not working.
Wii Sports, which was addictive as hell.
Yeah, and it's just not working. So I got it. So I didn't play. So I put it in, and I was super excited to play with them, and it's not working. And I put in like another disc, and I don't know how this happens, but the other one's not working. I'm like, oh my God, I bought a defective Wii.
Right.
I've had it for a year. And, with all the accessories, it was probably like $400 or $500.
Sure.
And I'm like, and I didn't even know it. Now what do I do? They're not going to take it back. It's not on the warranty. You come over with your Wii so we could troubleshoot.
We tested it.
And it works in yours.
Uh-huh. So it's definitely the unit.
Which we thought.
Right.
So I was like, well, now we have to spring into action. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Target. And I'm going to buy a Wii.
Right.
Okay? And then I'm going to walk in.
Do you imagine at this point in our lives spending this much time on this?
This wasn't that long ago.
I know, but could you imagine right now? Because this is hours.
Days.
Right. Okay.
No, days. So I'm going to go buy a Wii.
No, hold on, Chessie. You'll scare him. Stay down. Okay, sorry.
I'm going to go into Target. I'm going to buy a Wii because Target gives you like 90 days. They're a little more lax than like a GameStop, or even a Best Buy.
Right.
And then I'm going to go home.
The Target, man. Hey, whatever.
I'm gonna bring my, this is how I do things, okay? I'm a little obsessive compulsive a little bit.
Huh.
A year later, I had every single thing that we came with. Right. I had the box.
Down to the ties. The
plastic bags. I'll tell you what, right this second, I have those types of things for the original Nintendo and Genesis. Okay. I have the box that came in the foam, in the plastic, with its ties, everything. I could package the Nintendo and the Genesis like you bought it today.
Right.
So naturally, I got that Nintendo in 5th grade.
Right.
Which was like 1985 or some stupid shit like that. Like 1986. So of course I had the Wii stuff. So I packaged it up. Went to Target. I walked in I made you maybe walk in, I think, and buy it so they wouldn't connect it to me.
Right. We had a plan. You sat in the car.
Yeah.
I walked in and bought it so that they wouldn't.
So you came out.
Right.
And then all I did was I left everything the same, but I took my console and put it in the box you just bought. Mm-hmm. And I took the new one and I took it out.
With the idea that we debated this. We weren't like, let's just fuck the next guy over. Right. The idea was, hey, they'll buy it, see it's defective. They'll be able to return it without a problem.
Right away.
Yeah.
Might give them a little bit of headache, but
hey, it's a dog-eat-dog.
I'm not above, I mean,
Nugget, understand?
Yeah, I'm sure you
The way you gave away Nugget's cousin Nugget at the airport, Sal.
Nugget makes you uncomfortable.
Explain yourself to Nugget.
So we go. And I bring it in, and there's this little, like when a cop pulls behind you at a light.
Oh, wait, stop that.
Stop what?
Chessie's going to try and jump up on the table, and he will scare you. Come here. Okay, keep going.
Like when a cop's behind you at a light?
Yeah, even if you're doing nothing wrong.
Middle of the day.
Right. You're not speeding.
Nothing.
You're not texting.
Belt on, not texting. Right. I'm always like, oh no, Here we go. Like, I can't even imagine being African Americans, like the tales our friends tell us. But anyway, you can't, even when anytime I see a cop, I get nervous.
Right.
That's kind of the feeling I had on the customer service line at Target. Just being like, well, what can they do? The worst they can do. Because what I was doing now was I was going to return the one you just bought moments ago.
Not even 15 minutes.
The plan was to say, I had it all worked out. I was going to walk back in and say, hey, duh. I bought this. Here's the receipt. I bought this 6 minutes ago.
That's right.
As a gift. because it's my niece's birthday and I bought it as a gift. I walked out to the car. My sister, her mother, texted me they bought her a Wii.
Right.
And I thought that I would just say that.
And before you even go on, like, we had concerns about the serial number. We know all about the serial number matching. We were like, we'll just have to get under the radar on that.
Right.
Right?
I don't recall if it was now that we realized or when we got later that we realized.
Okay.
But I think they were connected, but we're like, look, what idiot. Like, you're right. I was playing the odds that I was returning 6 minutes later.
Right.
Because what nutcase asshole has devised a
Someone
plan
who's going to do their job.
where he's pulled up and just pulled in front of Target, not even in a spot, and was waiting out there with a decoy console and was going to swap consoles, then run back in and make up a story about his loved one, his goddaughter's birthday. And her mother and all this stuff. Who's going to think I'm doing that?
Right.
I felt like I had time on my side and just normalcy and logic on my side. That the person at customer service at Target is going to be like, I don't need to open this up. He bought it 6 minutes ago. I heard the story about his niece and his sister. Like, let's just keep this day moving.
Right.
So,
But what happened?
So I run in and I say, in hindsight, it probably was a little bit of a case of over-explanation.
Okay.
But it is weird you're returning something 6 minutes later. They said, is there anything wrong with it? I said, no, it's never even been opened. I said, I bought it 5 minutes ago as a gift, and my sister just told me she got it the same gift because that was at the top of her list. Hook, line, and sinker.
Smooth.
Hook, line, and sinker. No problem. They didn't even open it up because I kind of retaped the tape. They just put it down. They gave me my refund. I walked out and... basically, no money lost, no money gained. I got a new Wii. I can now go home and play the new thing. I get home.
We had said we went our separate ways.
Because
I got a frantic phone call later that night.
I get home. I plug in the Wii.
Right.
Everything works. I'm really happy. I go to... I go to play the game.
Right.
And I go to select my me.
Right.
Which is the character on a Wii they call Mii's.
You make a little character
Avatar.
representation, an avatar, perfect,
of yourself.
Right.
And you can do it in your likeness.
Right.
And not
I don't. I make mine. Mine's a little black guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mine's.
I make mine what I want to be.
Okay.
Not what I am.
Well, I make mine what I look like, but minus all the insecurities.
Okay.
So
if Nugget had one, Nugget would make a bear filled with honey with a knife for Sal.
All right, Nugget. So
that's what Nugget would do if Nugget had hands and a Wii.
Nugget makes it uncomfortable. I'm not kidding. I'm more uncomfortable than Nugget than your cat.
So you go to look at the... Okay.
So I go to find my me. I'm sorry, not only my me,
right,
but every one of my nieces had a me. My niece made a me for my girlfriend, my mom, my dad.
Right.
We made me's of like fun people like Moby.
Right. The singer?
Yeah.
Your niece thought it would be fun to make
I made a Moby.
Okay.
We made one like, I made like a little Asian lady.
Right.
My niece, in no way, shape, or form to be, like, she doesn't associate this to anything, but just that what she knows of Asian people. So like I made a little Asian woman and like I think she named her like me like Rice. Or something like that. I mean, she's full 5, you know, so she wasn't like
so young to be so racist.
So
I like her already. Oh, Nugget.
This is great. My racist 5-year-old niece. So, and I think I made like a big Afro dude, like
Sure.
an African, like a black dude, like a big Afro, and I think I just called him like Afro, like Afro Jack or something like that, which isn't racist. But if you just didn't know me and you took a look at my me's and you just saw Rice and Afro, then you'd be like Afro seems weird after Rice,
Right.
right?
Well, Rice on its own is weird. Afro on its own is not weird. Rice, Afro connected to rice, and you have a trend.
Right. Right. But it wasn't. It wasn't. It was like, it was innocent, right? So I go and I'm like, oh no.
But, like, I think people out there listening, if they're going to point to anything, they would have been like, hey, that was a teachable moment. Where you could have said to your niece, hey, look, instead of laughing, as you no doubt did once you put in rice and hitting enter and just giggling and probably taking photos with your phone, it would have been a moment where you could have been like, I understand these, but, that's not really, accurate. Like, let's...
I probably dropped the ball.
But you're not a parent. You're an uncle.
I'm not a parent. I'm an uncle. And also yes, you're right. I guess I really did drop. I mean, I've done plenty of other lessons that are good.
Yeah. Okay.
Really, I get on their case about anything.
Right.
But anyway, I go to select my me.
There are no me's.
And it rushes over me. There are no me's. I have to make new ones. Oh my God. I didn't erase anything on the old system.
Right.
Anything.
It's all there.
Everything.
Save
my name, my address, like all the stuff you put in, like your account information to buy things, and like Sal Volcano's in there, and my family, my dad's name, my mom's name, my sister's names, like everything's in there. So like what they could do then is, I was like nervous that A, they were going to order stuff on my account, or B, they would be like, well, who is this person?
Right.
And then I'd somehow get in trouble from Target because that's right. Because you remember I paid with a credit card.
Right. You were totally able to be tracked down. There was right.
Because they had my full name, and then my full name was attached to the credit card I used to pay for it, and then they could track me down. And in hindsight, I don't know they probably couldn't do a damn thing to me.
I don't know, dude. They might have been able to do something to you. I don't know. They probably wouldn't have.
I remember being so nervous, but now I don't understand why I'd be so nervous.
So I get the call. I was at work that night.
Every fucking all of my information is on the thing,
and you never call. We're like it's text really,
right?
Like unless there's something special comes up,
right?
And you were in a panic.
I said, dude,
you were in a panic,
dude. They put it back on the shelf.
Yeah.
They put it back on the shelf. I said, my console with all my private information is for sale at Target.
Right.
We now have to go on a double mission.
Coming in from the ceiling, Mission Impossible style.
We had to reverse everything we've done. The world as we knew it.
Right.
The Nintendo Wii world as we knew it was flipped on its head.
So I said to you, I was like, all right, look, let me think about it. Like, I was amused, but also worried because I don't want to see, any shenanigans. And you were fucking panicked. So I was like, all right, we know the serial number of the unit that you returned because it was on a receipt. I don't remember how we knew, but I knew it was on a receipt or it was on the box. That was it. It was on the original box.
That's right.
And it was in a window.
Yes. So
cut a window in a box so you could see
the serial number. So the serial number is on a sticker on the console. That same one is connected to the physical cardboard box.
That's right. And so you have so the one in the store. So I was like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. This was my plan. I said, I will go in.
Oh, you could see the serial number, right? You could see the serial number.
They cut a window in the box so you could see it on the device.
So we had the serial number. We had my old serial number.
That's right. So I said, all right, here's what I'll do. This is what I came up with. I'll go to Target and tell them, hey man, I want to buy a Wii. I'm nuts about these things though. I read up on all video games. I know that certain serial numbers have the new update factory installed, and I want to buy one that has a factory installed.
That's right. We really got involved. Yeah.
So I went to Target, and I remember he was a nice guy, and I said, hey man, you're gonna think I'm nuts.
They had like 30 Wii's.
Yeah. I was like, right after work, I went right there. I said, you're gonna think I'm nuts. I was like, do you mind? And they kept them locked up at the time. Remember, they were behind a glass case.
Yeah, they got them locked up.
And I was like, "Hey, look, I want this specific serial number range. It has to end in these numbers." So he looked at me like I was fucking nuts.
Right.
He's like, "Well, I mean, go for it."
Go ahead.
So I start fucking pulling out every.
Yeah, I was with you.
Yeah.
But I was like your friend that was there, but just for support.
And I think you even threw in making fun of me to fucking make it seem realistic. And I was like, all right, dude, like how about
this asshole's got to look through serial numbers.
And it was weird because it was all the way in the back. It was like the third to last Wii that I checked, that I could check, and we got it.
Right. And then, now, let me get this right now.
Took it home.
We bought that one.
We bought that one.
Now I bought it back.
So now there's 2 Wiis. We have 2 Wiis in 2 different boxes.
Yes.
We go back to a house, we blank it. And then I'm like, dude, I was like, you can handle going to return it yourself. I'm out of this.
We erase everything off my console.
I'm like, I gotta go home. Like, this is 2 nights of my life dedicated to your fucking Wii. I gotta go home. Like, you can handle this. It's a straight up return.
Right.
Go ahead. Could you handle it?
So I put my old, now erased Wii back in the new box.
Right. So the serial numbers did not match.
Yes, but that's what it's the same exact thing I returned last time, except now it was clear.
Yes.
I go back with the receipt, and again, I think it was the same day. It was the same day again, but it was different.
Oh, wait, no. I came back with you. I didn't call it a night.
You came back.
Because I remember watching from afar. That's right. Yes. Not that it matters to the story, but I did witness
We went back. Yeah. And I go and I'm like, all right, it's the same. I'll make sure it's not the same person.
Right.
If it's not the same person, it's essentially the same story. And I go, hey, how you doing? Silly. This is silly. I just bought this like an hour ago. And
the same story.
Like, what a pathetic life I'm leading. What a pathetic life. This is all because one disc didn't work. The other discs worked. I later found out it was a defective disc. Like, and they're on eBay for $1 penny.
Yeah.
So I could have hit a button with my index finger and spent
a penny,
a cent,
and somebody would have shipped it directly to your door.
I'm on my 4th round trip to Target, which is
with criminal intent.
Yeah, with fraud. I'm committing fraud twice. And I say, this is going to be a hoot for you to hear. My niece, she really wants the Wii, and I bought it an hour ago, and I brought it, and they bought it for her already. So you don't even need to open this box, because everything in I think I had a case of like the overexcitation.
You were like Jedi. You were like, this is not the Wii you're looking for.
You don't even have to open it. It works fine. It's sealed. I never touched it. All the serial numbers match. There wasn't any hoax going on between old Wiis.
There's no shenanigans. There's nothing to see.
This is not my 3rd time back here today. Right. And then I said, no. So I said, no, they bought it for, I just want to return it. I bought it an hour ago. He's like, okay. Immediately he slides the thing and just starts taking it apart.
This is a Target worker of an entirely different caliber.
Yeah. Polar opposite.
He's got no time for you and your bullshit.
So he immediately goes to the serial numbers.
Right.
And he goes, the serial numbers don't match. I felt in my gut, like I literally felt like I didn't know what. It was like I was ready to, I didn't know what to do. If I was going to get in trouble, if I had to fight.
Well, there's only one thing to do in a situation like this.
Like
commit.
Right, commit. He's preposterous. Like, I had to make a scene like, how dare you people. Right? So I played, first you played dumb. Right. So I wish we had this on video, because it would be so funny to watch, like me,
like the furrowed brow,
horribly acting and everything. It's like when a basketball player takes a dive, like in the NBA, and like everyone knows it was horrible, and he's like, I go, serial numbers don't match. I'm like, okay, great. I don't even know what that means. Like, I don't know. So do you need the card that you paid for with? He's like, no, they don't match. Like, more accusatory now, like, and I'm like, okay, great. Like, I don't know what that means, but all I know is she has the Wii. I don't need the Wii. I just got it. No, I can't take this back. What are you talking about? Well, this isn't the Wii that was, and he starts to explain it. And I say, so I look at you, and I turn back to him, and I say, look. I understand what you're saying, but I'm the victim here.
Stage 2. Indignant.
I'm the victim. Because for all he knows, I'm the next guy
Right.
who bought my system.
That's right.
I knew I had that on my
So
side.
now you're basically fighting for the rights of the type of person who we tried to put in this exact situation.
Exactly right. Oh, the irony,
Right.
I'm now that person.
Yeah.
And I'm getting screwed.
Yeah.
And he goes, I can't take it back. I said, look, I understand that. I said, but I bought this an hour ago. I said, and I just bought it as a gift for my niece. It's not even for me. So whatever happened before I bought it happened, but you can't take that out of me. I'm the victim.
I wish those listening at home or in the car could see what's going on, because Sal just pointed both thumbs to himself. It was like, I'm jerking his thumbs at him and the victim. You're reliving it. You're reliving it in front of me, right?
And he goes, look, there's nothing I can do. I'm like, how is there nothing you can do? You're the guy that's the only guy that can do anything.
Right.
You work on return, fill out a form, call your manager, do whatever you need to do. But I didn't buy this. I'm not part of this thing. Like, I don't want this now. I have no use for this. Like, you know what I mean? And he's like, well, no, they have to match. I can't take it back. I say, wait, what did I say there? Well, now I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Right.
Like, I need to
Stage
speak to
3,
somebody.
anger.
You got to get somebody over here right now, because there's no way that blah, 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 blah. I'm not taking this, and I don't know what this means, and what does this even mean? So now I say to him, what exactly do you think happened? Do you think that outside in my car, and I say it, I actually say it, I go,
laid out the master plan.
do you think, what am I, some kind of asshole nutcase? And this is exactly what I did. And I go, what do you think? So what you're insinuating,
Sir,
is that I had a Wii. And then I came in and bought another Wii. And then I swapped just the consoles. And now I want to return this Wii. Why? You think I have another Wii in my car or something? I did. I literally said, come out and check. Because I was like, please don't come out and check. But I was like, come out and check. I was like, I don't understand what you need from me. You think that, why would I go through all this trouble? You think that I'm swapping? You're accusing me of swapping Wiis. This is insane. I'll take store credit. the same sentence. There was not a period in between. That is insane. And I refuse anything. I will take store credit because I'll prove to you. It's not even about the Wii. I'll just take the store credit. I don't want any trouble. Don't make any calls.
And I'm like, what's going on here, Sal?
Just withering.
I know. I was like, what's going on here, Sal? Is everything all right, buddy?
Oh, this guy.
What?
This guy thinks I got a Wii in my car.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
traipsing around Staten Island, as it were, looking to swap out an old console from a year ago that I didn't play until I found out that Wii Sports didn't work.
Oh, my God.
With a new console now.
Well, what role does he think that? What does he think I have all day
No.
to fucking go swap Wiis
Right.
with you? Like I'm worried about it and thinking of solutions at work and buying Wiis and swapping them from you? What role does he think I played?
What do you think? I purchased it, and then we came in again, and he said he purchased it, and then we went to your guy, and he opened the case, and we looked through 30 Wiis to find the one that still had the Mii's?
Do I look like I have that much time on my hand? I'm just here with my friend. His fucking niece got a Wii already.
I'm the victim.
He's the victim.
I'm not doing anything for you. That is what I believe. Get out.
Where's that Wii today?
It's hooked up to my TV in my bedroom. So I never returned it. That guy stonewalled me.
Wow.
Stonewalled me completely.